All right, here we go. Shit. This is episode 2. Episode 1 was 3 years ago. I'm Russell. I made a video 3 years ago that was going to be documenting my life and documenting my journey on where I am now and then where I currently go. So 3 years ago, I was living in my dad's house. I was working at the airport. I was pretty upset at my life at the time. My current situation wasn't ideal. I was currently living in my dad's office and kind of sleeping on the couch, low-key sleeping on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And a lot has changed since then. I'm in my own crib. I got my own house. I got my own apartment, technically. Not a house. I got my own apartment. My job has changed. I do vehicle cosmetics. So I do window tint, paint protection film, vinyl wrap. I do those things on a day-to-day basis, and I love my job now. I love where I have become. I love the journey that I've taken, and I love where I am now. Not to say that I'm content, because I'm not content. There's so many more things that I plan on doing with my life. There's so many more things that I want to do with my life. And I'm actually making this video because I was inspired by Kai. Everybody knows Kai. He literally took a step back from literally the highest mountain, and now he wanted to take a step back and find himself and recuperate, to do things that he knows he wants to do on the inside. And he literally has a whole channel that nobody even knew about, documenting his journey. And that kind of made me take a step back and look at my own personal life, and made me think about why I stopped on my journey. So that one video I posted, but I did continue to make some videos after that, but I did not post them. And I'm not sure why. I think I was just kind of in my head too much, kind of just going through a lot of things, and I was just trying to figure out, what I genuinely wanted for myself. And not to say that I found that either. I genuinely don't feel like I've found my true purpose, or found my true meaning on why I am the way I am, and why I do the things that I do. But I know that I've come a long way since then, and I just want to tell my 20-year-old, 3 year ago self, you've done a great job. You have continued to move and elevate, continue to walk in rooms and show who you are and show who you can be. You've never sat and not given it your all. You've always given it your all, and that's just who we were raised to be. We were always raised to be someone that strive for more, strive for greatness, strive to be the best that we can, and you can continue to do more. You can continue to do way more. But for how far I've come within that 3 years, I'm proud of myself. At that time, I was going through a lot. It was just a lot of up and downs, a lot of personal things that I was fighting within myself. And now I just have different situations. I'm still fighting personal things, personal demons, personal things, and not to say that I'm better at fighting those things, because I don't really think you get better at fighting those things. You just kind of change up the way that your outlook on those things. And now in my life, I'm very I'm at a place to where I should feel content. I should feel at peace within myself, yet I don't. And I don't know if that's just because of who I am. I have a beautiful life, honestly. I have a nice car, have a nice crib, have a beautiful girlfriend. I plan to propose next month, and I plan to get married because I genuinely feel that that's the right thing to do. No need to be in a relationship and not have that intent to get married. It's just a waste of time on you and on the other person's end. I don't know where I want to take this video right now, but I know I need to start somewhere, because I am that type of person where I'll think so deeply into things. I'll get into that mindset of it needs to be like this. It needs to work out in certain ways for me to even take that first leap, and I don't want to work like that anymore. I'm fearful, but that's good. I should want to jump out into the lake and figure out how to swim. That's the only way you're gonna learn how to swim. It's either swim or drown. And I'm still young. I'm 23. The people that I've met over these years has been life-changing. I'm genuinely at a spot to where I feel like I can take myself to a completely new level, a whole new perspective of life. Like, I've always known I've wanted to be a certain type of person. I've always held myself to a certain standard. And I think that has put me in a box. It put me in a sensitive state to where I feel as if I'm not good enough sometimes, and I feel as if I need to slow down when I actually need to speed up. I need to push myself. I need to start pushing myself a lot more instead of allowing myself to feel this sense of non-urgency. I need to be in urgency, and I haven't put myself in that position yet. I truly want to thank the Lord because He's genuinely put me in. Even though I haven't been urgent, I've still been moving forward. So that's good. I haven't been completely stagnant, but I know I could be flying. Like I could genuinely be in a space to where I'm way better off than I am now, and just not to say that I'm not well off. That video 3 years ago, I had to rewatch it because it's just crazy to me. I had $1,000 in my account, and currently I'm 10x that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got about, I'm up about 15K now. And not to say that's good. I actually feel that's not good at all due to our state of the society. I make around 27 an hour right now. Well, I do make 27 an hour now, and that's for a 23-year-old. I would say that's pretty good, because it's not a lot of older people even making that type of money. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like I could still be doing more. The skills that I've curated through these years, the skills that I have now, I'm able to put myself in a position to where I can make more. Yet I'm still fearful of the fact that, okay, damn, am I gonna have consistent customers? Am I gonna have consistent money coming in? Am I gonna be able to take care of my family? Am I gonna be able to pay my bills? But I don't think that's what I should be worrying about right now. At that time, I was putting all my trust in God, and everything was always working out. There was never a state where I felt like unloved or just non-taken care of. You know, like God has always put me in a position where I've always had somebody that loves me. You know what I'm saying? That wants to help me out. And I've always been at a spot to where, like, yeah, I may not have as much money as I want now, but I have enough. You know, like I have enough to where I can still do what I want to do. I can still, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I want to buy that game. Let me buy that game. You know, like, oh, there's a nice pair of kicks. You know, let me cop that. You know, so I have those things, yet I still feel uncontent, and I'm a very lone wolf, and I feel like that has kind of slowed me down. I love being within myself, and that's not a bad thing. Yet whenever you contain yourself so much, and you're going off of what you know, and you're going off of the way you feel and how you think things should be ran, or whatever the case is, and you don't have that second opinion, I feel like you could become a little too personal with what you have going on within your life. I just want to say thank you to my girlfriend. She has pushed me to places to where I didn't know that I could be. She is the reason why I have the job I have now. She's the reason, you know, why I wanted to get my own spot. She's the reason why a lot of things have happened in my life, and that's why I know that she's the right person for me. But this is just a stepping stone. I'm doing this video because I know I need to start somewhere. I need to start something. And if I don't, I'm going to continue living in that fear in my own head. I'm going to continue living in my head, and no work will get done. I'm going to constantly be too hard on myself, to the fact to where I want things to go so right to where I don't want to fail. I don't want to lose, you know? But at the same time, I don't want to say you have to fail, because you don't. You don't have to fail. You don't have to lose. But that's also like a piece of life that is needed. You know, you need to know how to take a loss. You need to know how to fall and get back up. You know, you need to know how to touch 0 and then hit 10 again. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is I'm still the same person, just with different problems. And back then, you know, I just trusted the process, and things worked out. And I still trust the process, and things are still working out for me. But I need to put myself in go mode, and I need to be more urgent about what's going on in my life. Because if I don't, I'm going to continue to settle for the little things that I think are moving me forward, but honestly holding me back. The people that I'm around all the time, I know they're not beneficial for me. You know, like, these people are cool. They're cool with being, you know what I'm saying? They're cool with doing what they do and not have anything else going on. They're cool with working a job for 10 plus years, you know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm getting in a state of insanity, because I know I don't want to do that, yet I'm allowing myself to let it happen. I'm allowing myself to just be in a place to where it's like, it's cool. Everything gonna work out eventually. But how long is eventually? You know, like God only work if you work. He only gonna move if you move. And if I don't move, how am I gonna continue to push myself past my own limit? I'm not even trying to push myself to that limit. You know what I'm saying? And I really, bro, I just gotta thank God, bro. Like, I'm a creative ass being, bro. I'm a creative, and I feel like ever since I was like 17, I haven't been able to tap into my creative state. I've just allowed the world to conform around me, and I haven't made my own world. You know, like, I'm blessed to be in the position that I am. I'm not saying that I'm not blessed for the things that I have and the opportunities that have came my way. I'm overly blessed, and I honestly can't thank God. And 3 years ago, I wouldn't imagine myself to be here in this spot right now. But that's the journey of life, and that's the point of life, is to look back on where you were, see where you are now, and continue foreseeing yourself in the future. Like, I foresee myself as one of, like, having an amazing business. I'm one of the, in my company, I'm not the best in the world, don't get me wrong, but in my company, I'm one of the best. You know what I'm saying? And to be one of the best, you need to hold yourself accountable to things. Like, I'm not holding myself accountable, and I have customers and I have clients that come my way, and they're always asking me, like, dang man, how long, when you gonna start doing your own thing on the outside? When you gonna start doing your own, like, when you gonna push the narrative to where you're not working for them anymore? They're not benefiting you anymore. Nothing you do here is beneficial to you. You're just here to make a check, and money's cool, but like, there's more to life than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to have my family call me if a problem occurred. Hey Russ, hey Trey, hey, I need 5 bags. Shit, bet it's on the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on the way. Like, you ain't gotta worry. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to worry. I don't want my girl to worry. I don't want my mom. I don't want my dad. I don't want my sisters, my nephews. I don't want nobody to worry, and that's my main thing. But I'm scared if I take that chance, then I'm gonna fall and become less than who I am now. But I know that's not going to happen. But it's still that internal fear that's locking me down and holding me back. And this shit is just it's eating me up inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's eating me up. And here recently, I've been going on the fast. I've been trying to fast from like a lot of sugars, but mainly I've been fasting from smoking weed. I think weed held me back for so long. I can't, bro. I can't even tell you. Like, bro, I smoked weed since I was 16. I've been smoking weed since I was 16 years old. I'm 23. 2026 just started, and that weed shit held me back, bro. Like, I was thinking that was keeping me calm and just allowing me to I was thinking, hey, I don't drink. This is my one and only vice. I don't go out. This is my one and only vice. You know, I don't really mess with a whole bunch of women. This is my one and only vice. But just because that's your one and only vice doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean it's good. It doesn't mean it's beneficial. Cause I started smoking weed out of pain. I started doing that shit because I was hurt. A lot of shit was going on within my family, and I didn't know how to outwardly express myself, so I just inwardly kept it in. And I'm a very inward person. Anybody who genuinely knows me, I'm a very inward person. I don't really talk about my problems to people. You know, I'm not really going to express a whole bunch of shit. But at the same time, it's you need to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to have an outward look on what's going on and what you're doing, because everything is revolving. Everything comes back to you one way or another. I didn't think it was hitting me. I didn't think it was a problem for me, because shit, I do this shit on the daily. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm come home, and that's one thing I'm happy about. As soon as I get home, let me smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I wake up, shit, let me smoke. But it's like, bro, this shit ain't doing nothing for you, but making you more upset, making you feel more sad on the inside, and it's keeping you from doing what God has genuinely brought you to do. You're here to be a creative. You're here to make things, set things up. You're here to start businesses, meet friends, and be joyful within that, and continue to elevate with those people that you created within your circle, your inner circle. Y'all supposed to do things together, and that weed shit made me such an inner wolf, to where I felt like I didn't need nobody. I felt like I didn't need nobody else. I'm doing this shit because of me. I want to be here because of me. You know, all of this shit is for me. Me. And like, it's not bad to have yourself first, but it gets bad whenever things just and it's hard to explain. And this is my first video back, so like, I'm not trying to make this shit too long. I see this is already 21 minutes, and I can't even believe I've been talking for this long. But I'm gonna get back on my creative shit. I told myself I'm gonna start a business, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm an amazing tenor. I'm an amazing PPFer, paint protection film. I'm amazing vinyl. I do rap like crazy. You know, like I go crazy with that shit, bro. Like, and I love it. When I'm doing that, I'm able to feel that creative again. You know, I'm able to feel like I'm young again, drawing in my sketchbook. Just, it's like I'm able to feel myself. You know, I'm able to be me. You know, I love cars. You able to work on cars on a daily, bro. I just did a fire ass G-Wagon today, beautiful G-Wagon. And right after that, I'm doing a fucking M3, brand new M3. So it's like, my life is beautiful on the outside, but inwardly, I still feel like I'm fighting something. I'm fighting myself on the inside, on the interior, and I don't know what it is yet. I don't know how I get out of this cage. But I'm going to continue to read my Bible, continue to just walk with God, walk with the Lord. There's so many crazy things going on in the world right now, to where it can throw you off from your true purpose and what you're supposed to be doing. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. It's not a quick video, obviously, but we're going. As I continue to do this, it's going to start making more and more sense. Life is going to start painting a picture for me. I'm going to be able to start curating the life that I want to live. And life is what you make it. I've truly found that out. Life is what you make it. If you want to be sad, you're going to be sad. If you say you're depressed, you're going to be depressed. But if you tell yourself, hey, I got this. I'm one of them ones. You know, I'm one of very few. Nobody can do this shit how I do it. I have more than enough skills. I have more than enough everything. I'm an extremely abundant person. I curate my life. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. I know what's destined for me in the end. I know I'm going to be happy, and happiness isn't always, you know, peaches and sunshine, my nigga. But it's life is what you make it. You know, the downs, I'm gonna figure out how to work with the downs. You know, and the ups, I'm gonna figure out how to enjoy the ups as long as I can. But life is truly a roller coaster, and I am genuinely grateful for the journey that God has put me on, because within 3 years, I've seen the growth that somebody can have, just the growth that I can have. So Yeah, I'm done, man. It's shit 25 minutes, but I love y'all for real. And I love you, bro. I'm looking dead at you. I love you, bro. Continue to love yourself and continue to do what you know God made you to do. So.